San Antonio Spurs. At center.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, and a look at the starters for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Paul, and it's Biyombo at center. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Butler, and it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And Stan, coming into tonight, both of these teams are struggling to stay healthy. You can really feel for them and how they've had to navigate this.
Yeah, Kevin, it's difficult. Look, you hear the term all the time, next man up. That all depends on who you're replacing. The great players in this league, there's no next man up at their level. For the short term, you can get by, but in the long term, while others may have a chance to step up and make a name for themselves, from a team standpoint, it's going to be tough.
It is challenging for sure.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Green with the block, and he gets it back.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first. A different look now for San Antonio. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Castle is subbed in for Paul. And it's the Warriors' ball. Shots good from Butler.
There's the competitiveness of Butler. I think he's even better against great defense.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Butler to the inside. Post misses the shot. One-on-one fast break. And Fox gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Hield is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Peyton. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's San Antonio now. It's a 3-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Fox. 20 points for him last game against Memphis. It's stolen by Hield. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Santos gets it to go. Santos has got his first basket.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got a lock and trail all.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that wraps up the halftime.
And And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Biyombo at the center, filling out the middle. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Barnes. Green, the pass to Moody. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
From Draymond Green.
Now here's Paul. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Bangs home the trifecta.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Here's Butler. Butler gets it to go right through the defender.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And the experience that Fox is garnering, this is a guy who is used to having hands in his face, but it doesn't seem to affect him in the slightest.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today, he's kept his edge even though they've been trailing. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors lead by 9. Live from Chase Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Santos in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Collins checked in for Stephen Curry. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for the Spurs. And that one's good, Champagny.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Johnson for 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Johnson. He's always a threat from out there.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. Shots good by Butler.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Bismack Biyombo. Chris Paul.
And the Spurs with possession. Trailing by 10. Butler with the steal. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here is Paul. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Dave
Come see it.